enjoyed another beautiful day across Connecticut today with plenty of sunshine and comfortable temperatures, but this quiet stretch of weather may be coming to an end. Thanks for joining us for the Fox 61 News at 10. I'm Brent Harden. Chief Meteorologist Rachel Frank is here now with the weather impact alert for tomorrow. Rach, what's going on?
Yeah, we will see some showers approaching as we head into tomorrow morning. And there's a chance, if we see enough midday sunshine, that there could be an isolated severe thunderstorm in the afternoon, the window between noon and 6 p.m. So if you do have outdoor plans, I would make a plan B and make sure you stay weather aware. Have a way of getting weather alerts so you know when it's time to head inside. Again, still a bit uncertain if we'll be able to get a severe storm, but because it's a possibility, I at least wanted to let you know about it. We've got a shower that's moving into Fairfield County right now. That's kind of just a little appetizer. You'll see more numerous showers and even storms off to the west. And some of these will approach as we head into tomorrow morning. We'll also see rising levels of humidity. So overnight lows will be in the 60s instead of the 50s. And there could be a few scattered showers out there in the morning. But again, it will be in the afternoon that we're watching that chance for an isolated severe thunderstorm. High temperatures will climb up around 80 degrees. It'll be humid, and it will also be increasingly windy with winds out of the south. The primary threat, if we do get a severe thunderstorm, is damaging winds, but there also is a low risk for a tornado. So it's one of those cases where we're just going to watch the radar super closely just in case. We'll take a closer look at the future radar and the changes for Friday and Father's Day weekend coming up. Brent.
It felt like I did not belong in that school and I did not feel safe.
Those are heartbreaking words from a 7-year-old who says he's endured repeated bullying at school. And when his mother demanded answers from district leaders, she says she was banned from school property. Fox 61's Kay Pattyfoot sat down with the family to hear their story.
Destiny Ferrante says her son was bullied and assaulted at his school. And she says when she tried to get answers, she was banned from his school and all of the other schools in the district. Now she says she wants answers.
First egregious assault was his head in a used urinal and he was sent back to class. And it's heartbreaking.
Her 7-year-old son recounted the incident that happened on Tuesday, May 19th.
Kid was like hugging me and saying stuff, and then he pushed my head in the urinal and then flushed it.
Was there anything in the urinal?
No.
Were you scared? Destiny Ferrante says this was just one of many.
The second incident happened the very next day. A different kid was running up and down the hallway and was running towards my son and jumped up, closed fist, punched him in the face and yelled bullseye. And then the third incident was he was outside at second grade recess holding the door open for students to come in. The same kid from the day before punched him in the stomach for absolutely no reason.
She says the principal of the school notified her through Parent Square after the urinal incident and the classroom incident, but not the hallway incident.
She told me that if it's no injury and not more than fooling around, they don't notify the parents. But a punch in the face is an injury, and we should be notified if our children are hit on their property.
Following these incidents, she had a sit-down meeting with the principal, her grandfather, and Connor to go over a safety plan. She says she and the principal argued back and forth whether Connor was assaulted.
I asked, what constitutes assault to you? What is assault? What counts? And I leaned forward and tapped her hand.
I had Ferrante show me what she did on my hand. She says after this happened, the principal left the office and cried. Shortly after, the police and school resource officers arrived.
They said that the principal fears for her safety and would like for you to leave. I did kind of chuckle and say this is ironic that my son said 18 times to mandated reporters and school staff and responsible adults, I do not feel safe. And then the principal doesn't feel safe over a tap or a touch on the hand, and we go to the utmost of extremes. Now I'm trespassed indefinitely.
Fox 61 did reach out to the principal of the elementary school as well as Windsor Lock Superintendent Sean Parkhurst, and no one got back to us or opened the door when we showed up. Following the meeting, Ferrante says she gave a statement with Windsor Lock's police department. Additionally, because she touched the principal on the hand, she was given a letter from the superintendent that says she was issued a no trespass directive and cannot be on any school property, including the Board of Education office. As for Connor, he said he is picked on the most in his entire second grade. Why do you think that is? Are you
Because because people think I don't belong in that school.
His older sister Paisley said hearing that hurts.
It's just really hurting to hear somebody say that they don't belong.
Ferrante says she will continue advocating for her kids' safety.
Ferrante says Superintendent Sean Parkhurst has emailed her in regards to the trespass order, and they do have a meeting at the end of June. In Windsor Locks, Kate Pattyfoot, Fox 61.
A New Haven man has been sentenced for sexually assaulting a minor. 46-year-old Damaris Taft Sr. was convicted in April of first-degree sexual assault. A judge sentenced Taft to 25 years in prison, suspended after 15 years served, followed by 20 years of probation. And a raging fire inside a factory building in Manchester sparked a major emergency response today from several cities and towns. The three-alarm battle against the flames resulted in a roof collapse, and at one point, there were concerns a popular hobby toy store was destroyed. But as Fox 61's Kayla Cade reports, that business, for the most part, was spared.
The fire happened at this building behind me that's connected to Time Machine Hobby, which is a toy store that many people in the community love.
It was scary being across the street from a fire like that.
Kelly Pearson was home when she saw flames coming from the building across from her on Hilliard Street.
It was a really bad fire. I mean, the flames were high. I could feel the heat from over here and everything.
It happened at the building that's connected to Time Machine Hobby, a toy and hobby store.
I was worried about the store. The toy store is nice, and my nieces go there, and it's been there for a very long time. It's a good store.
This is what the fire looked like as Manchester firefighters arrived on scene.
I'm walking home and I seen like a big cloud of like gray black smoke.
It was really crazy.
As you can see, I saw the South Windsor Fire Department, East Hartford Fire Department, and then clearly the Manchester Fire.
The whole road was blocked from down there all the way around. The whole thing was blocked.
Sisters Maya and Sanaa Rose watched as the flames destroyed part of the building.
Burnt down right there. Yeah, it's really burnt down. The whole roof burnt down. I think they got to replace that one.
Fire Chief Dan French said the call for the fire came in around 3:30 Wednesday afternoon.
Upon arrival, that proved to be true, and there was a heavy fire from the roof in the sort of midsection, it appeared, of the building.
The roof of the building collapsed, bringing down the second floor as well.
We were able to put a lot of people and enough fire trucks and enough water on a building that was really quite a fire risk.
He says it was a challenge to get the fire out.
It's been very hard to get in there and get into those spaces because you can't put people in there because it's dangerous, and the fire burns between layers of the roof and between the floors and ceilings where there's void spaces, and so it's been a very sort of difficult fire to get right down and get out.
Firefighters were seen going inside the Time Machine Hobby doors, and luckily, Chief French says the store items can be saved.
There was probably some water damage in there, and there's some fire damage, but limited in the retail space proper, so I'm hoping for the best there.
2 people were inside the building while the fire was burning, but were able to escape without any injuries. French says this building holds a lot of history and can be repaired.
I'm glad that it's still in good enough shape to stand, right? That would have been a terrible loss. So.
As for the toy store, Time Machine Hobby says it is closed until further notice. In Manchester, Kayla Cade, Fox 61.
A construction worker was taken to the hospital after falling at an industrial job site in Rocky Hill this afternoon. Firefighters were called to West Street around 1:30 p.m. after the worker fell from the roof level to the second floor of a building under construction. Crews used specialized rescue equipment to lower the worker to the ground and into a waiting ambulance. The worker was taken to a local hospital with non-life-threatening injuries, and no one else was hurt. A 20-year-old Hartford man is recovering tonight after being shot. Police responded to Mary Shepherd Place just after 10 p.m. Monday and found the man suffering from a non-life-threatening gunshot wound. Investigators have released few details, and it's still unclear what led to the shooting or who pulled the trigger. This marks the second shooting reported in Hartford in the past 3 days. A Waterbury teen is recovering tonight after a crash involving a moped and a pickup truck. Police say the crash happened Tuesday night on Meriden Road when a pickup truck turning into a driveway collided with the moped. The 18-year-old moped operator suffered serious injuries and was taken to the hospital. The truck driver was not injured. The crash remains under investigation tonight.